So it helped me stay at home, be with her, but then I could
still be stimulated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And is it true that you've actually put one of the Spice Girls in the book as a character, or someone based on?
Yeah, there are a lot of the characters in there. Like she's got Rudy, who's this little Pakistani camp boy. There's Crazy Trevor, who talks a bit like that. He's kind of got, you know, he's got a bit of Asbo going. And then there's Bronte, who's really sweet and a bit of a bookworm. You'd be Bronte, a little girl, sort of sweet and cute. And there's someone that you can identify with there, you know, and I sort of take little pieces of different people. Like there's a celebrity chef is her uncle, and
Uncle Gordon.
Well, it's Uncle Harry. So you take a little bit of him, right? So it's not. It's loosely, you get little ideas from people. And you know, like The Simpsons, where you have guest spots, I have sort of done that, but I feel like she, like, carries it and let the stories, you know, are the strength of it. There's a little bit of goodness in the stories, but they're meant to be funny too.
Well, listen, we're going to have you back in the next part, because we've got so many more things to ask you. For the time being, Geri Halliwell. Don't go anywhere, because there'll be more from Geri after the break. Before that, here's who's dropping by the loose lunch desk tomorrow. Welcome back to the last chunk of Loose Women Live this Thursday lunchtime, where we're joined today by Geri Halliwell. Now, Geri, we were talking before the break about friends, how important our friends are, and obviously you are friends with some of the most famous women on the planet. You've just done a hugely successful revival tour, if that's what it's called. How important is friendship to you, your girlfriends to you?
Oh, I feel friendship is just incredibly important. It's almost like the family that you can pick. Do you know what I mean? That you're not born into. That's what a lot of my friends are. And I think real friends, for me, I've learned, are there through, you know, the good times, and obviously the bad times. That's when you feel you find out who your friends are. And I think you said it doesn't matter how long you've been apart. Real friends, it just feels like yesterday. And I don't have to. I mean, I want to put energy into my friendships. I think that's really important. But equally, you know, some of my friends just get it and they understand.
Have you got friends from childhood days still?
I do actually have. Actually, Angela from Watford. My sister actually is one of my best friends.
Yeah, mine is.
She is so wonderful. And
what about the other Spice Girls? Because you were really great friends, and then you left, and there was a bit of tension.
You know what? Actually, I would say Victoria and I have. You know, I know the press love to speculate that we fight, but actually, I would say she's one of my closest allies. Do you know what I mean? We have very, very strong connection.
And even stronger now that you've had children, do you think?
I think so. Very bonding experience, because I think any mother can. I mean, I didn't understand what it felt, obviously, until you walk that path. And I suddenly have a huge amount of, you know, any mothers that are watching, I just completely admire you, because, and ones that have more than one and, you know, doing it by themselves. You know, even the ones that are married, some of them are still doing it by themselves. Do you know what I mean? Because I get told that a lot, but, you know. And
how has it changed you, motherhood?
I think it's, oh my God, I'm humbled by having a child, because I think I was very selfish before. You know, I needed, you know, my daughter to ground me.
Can I ask, you didn't plan Bluebell, did you?
I didn't. She was a happy accident, like most of us are. I was a happy accident. You know, within a marriage I was.
I was an unfortunate mistake.
But I feel like she teaches me patience. I feel like she's brighter than me, she's kinder than me. I feel like blessed with this beautiful little angel. You know, obviously, you know, when she says the word, you know, oh, that's big, I think genius child. You know, that's part of it, isn't it?
Toilet mummy, excellent.
Yeah, I think I'm just a lot more compassionate to other people as well. Before, you know, I wasn't, you know, so interested in, you know, other children, but now I see the value of children.
Isn't she good friends with one of Victoria's little boys?
They did, when we were on tour, they do play dates together with Cruz. But actually,
he's gorgeous.
He's so gorgeous, and Romeo is just so gentle.
Geri, can I just butt in to say that obviously you mentioned sort of some negative press attention. One of the things that they've really laboured on is your sort of unhealthy attitude with food, as they put it. You are looking absolutely fabulous. Are you happy with the way that you look at the moment? Because you look brilliant.
Oh, thank you very much. I take that as a real compliment when a woman says
you look gorgeous.
To me. You know, the press love they love that thing of, you know, talking about that. And for me, you know, I've had my ups and downs and my, you know, bloated moments, like all women, you know, get, you know, and for me, it's taken me a while, but pretty much I've learned to just let go and accept. I have my, you know, days where I, you know, I can feel not so great.
Well, we all do.
Yeah, I'm a woman, do you know what I mean? And so right now, I just have to accept what I've got, and I feel grateful, you know, that...
So, Geri, as well, we can't let you go without asking you about the girl power thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, was it just a catchphrase, or did it actually mean something? Did it change anything? Is it still around? Is it just another word for feminism? Explain.
I feel like girl power has been around for, you know, long before I was even born. In the 1920s, women chained themselves to the railings to get a vote, okay?
And these two don't vote.
Well, we didn't today. We didn't today. I do vote Carol McGiffin. Sorry, Geri, carry on.
But then equally, and then I feel like every, you know, woman that is just showing up for her life, you know, it doesn't have to be aggressive. It can be, you know, still being kind and just being positive. You know, every woman that's watching right now or us sitting here are like examples of that. You know, it doesn't have... I think feminism has got a kind of... It needs a rebrand to understand what that is. It's not a bra-burning, male-hating thing. No. Actually, I'd like to... I think confident women want to encourage men to be themselves as well. Yeah. You know, this is an equal society. It's not... It's about balance, really, and about loving each other.
Well, rebrand it girl power, then.
Exactly.
Okay. Make it official.
There you go.
Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, Geri, it's been
Thank you
absolutely
so much.
fantastic. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Great luck with the book. Geri Halliwell.
Thank you for all of you lot.